you guys, one summer, and I was mortified. So you can see a little bit more about that in my notes today. But I put down the peach hath ripened, and boy, was it. It was like a 0 to 60 in mere seconds of all of a sudden being grown up, which with that Libra energy of our Black Moon Lilith at 22 degrees 57, we round up to the 23rd Sabian symbol. And that is a chanticleer, gaining confidence to speak out as if crowing to proclaim what we know to be true. And then we also have this still Jupiter energy here of a topsy, when someone's grown up before your eyes and all of a sudden they're wise. Didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. So let's see what's going on here in this groovy kind of love energy with the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Oh my goodness. I was having so like the thing was, it was the song. I was like, why in the heck that? Reminding me of prom. It played at Holly prom, winter time, right? And I had a peach dress that I had worn for Holly prom my freshman year, and I re-wore that. I recycled the dress, so this could be recycled energy, fortune, and the right timing, this chance coming back around, or this event, this opportunity, right? And when I wore it my junior year, after having that big growth spurt, and I'm talking like growth spurt, I looked like the letter L walking around in my cheer uniform. It was very uncomfortable, heavy. They didn't have, sports bras like they do now, and they just weren't having it. And so it was harder to do my jumps. It was harder to tumble. It was harder to do everything. And it was very uncomfortable to cheer. You had to get your elbows up and under the dang things, and it was just awful. And you're also not used to that much attention or people just staring at you like you're a freak. So like moms and dads and grandparents and aunts and uncles out there, if you're raising teenagers and they all of a sudden get their rack, if you know what I mean, not like an elk, maybe. I saw that energy today earlier, the elk energy. But understand that it can be terrifying, right? And it's really weird when you're getting unwanted attention, and you don't know how to move your body. It's uncomfortable in your body. You don't have any time. There's no adjustment period. Okay. So have some compassion for those growth spurts, because growing pains are pain. So that's where we're going here today with today's message. So I'm excited to see where this is going to take us. All right, we've got this Wheel of Fortune energy here, which is a turn of fortune. Yes, certainly my whole body turned all at once. And it was kind of like, with pregnancy, women get the stretch marks. That's to be expected. But when you have a growth spurt, I mean, you're talking flat chested, less than an A cup. All of a sudden, you're rocking triple D's that you did not ask for. And you got stretch marks, and then your hips and your thighs and your butt, like everything else. It is terrifying. So have some compassion, understand that growing pains hurt, and especially when you're not emotionally ready for those growing pains, if that makes sense. So maybe we weren't ready for these growing pains when this first cycled around, but this opportunity, this path of tradition is coming back around, like reunion energy, kind of. And let's see what we have in store here. Maybe now that we have some more emotional spiritual development, we can analyze and kind of handle this situation better this time. So the fortune's wheel is a sign that luck has found the right timing in our life. Woohoo! You've got the magic touch and everything turns to gold. There's nothing that we can do wrong. We only need to hold on to what we desire as our intention, and it becomes true. Do not waste this power on trifling things. Dream big, for surely this opportune moment will pass. Such is the nature of the fortune's wheel. Use the creative power of the fortune's wheel for the benefit of others, and the gifts will be returned to you tenfold. Use it only for your own gain, and you'll be left impoverished and with the bitter taste of squandered opportunity. Now, it is on page 46, which is a 10, which is in the normal major arcana is the 10 card, Wheel of Fortune. So this wheel will come unannounced, and notice the early signs, the coincidental encounters, the seemingly magical and synchronous events that herald its arrival. That call, that email, that invitation, that chance encounter was no accident. They were all choreographed by fortune. Do not wait any longer. Carpe diem. Seize the day for you youngins. Recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. This invitation is all that is required. So I find that really interesting here. What's surrounding us in the environmental energy is this 9 of the Hermit, right? The 27 card, heart, home, compassion. Have compassion for others as we're going through Mars retrograde in the 4th house of our home, our foundations, how we learned about love. And if we thought maybe it was some kind of fantasy of groovy, we got a groovy kind of love, the second time around when we have an actual idea of what it is that we want, what it is that we desire. Okay. We are honing in our skill of bringing that energy to us. So we've been talking about you ain't bothered in the energy. This is what happens when we don't let lower level frequencies pull us under or grab at our coattails. Okay. So, oh my Lanta. Hey, Miss Larissa. Hi, Angela. Thanks, you guys, for being here, coming to the party with the rest of us. We appreciate you. Let's see where we go here with today's message. Now, let's see. We've got with the sun in Aquarius. That is a symbol of 3 Aquarius. And that is refusing to comply with appropriate authority, with inappropriate authority. I have a little in there, but it's kind of separate. Refusing to comply with inappropriate authority. If someone's pulling at your coattails and trying to get you to go down a path that you dang well know you don't want to go down, refuse to comply. I ain't bothered. You're not affecting me. Okay. You ain't affecting me. And then in addition to that, our communication energy today, we've got a 22 of Capricorn that is in a reconciliation energy for this little theme of 21 to 25. And that is a general accepting defeat gracefully. So, and it says the reconciliation process itself, not the outcome, holds the greatest importance. It's about the growing, and it's about the growing pains. There we go. They all got to go in there. Okay. Let's go getting some extra shuffling in here. Now, Venus, the planet of love and beauty. We do have that temperance energy sistering the Hierophant today with our Life Path 5. Let's see here, 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. What I just say. So if we've had some kind of growing pains here, we've had to release and let go of the familiar in order to protect our own energies here. There's that community energy of the 10 of Cups. This is everybody that we love and who cares about us is inside of that. 10 of Cups is literally a lot of people, okay? It's everybody that we care about. And then when we fill our own heart's cup, okay, Queen of Cups, our intuition comes on and we're able to be more stable in this 3 of Pentacles, that new start kind of energy. So even if the sexy Knight of Wands is knocking on our door and we know that we've learned that lesson before and we want to turn fortune's wheel in our favor this time, We understand that that holds great importance, okay? The process of understanding that Five of Cups and Five of Pentacles, why things have to leave for a reason. Whiskey lullaby doesn't mean that we go ahead, Three of Cups, and that doesn't mean that we go and do the same thing our partner or whoever hurt us did. Happiness and diplomacy here, balance of the head and heart, and of the Sun, the happiest card in the deck, Fortune's Wheel. Okay. What are we setting down here? There's our Stella got our groove back. I just saw the Scorpio's death card. We do have the Scorpio moon today. Feel like that's our theme. 3. Give me 2. Fortune's wheel and all this gold on the ceiling. And 1. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Lovers, energy. You're getting your groove back, and now you have a new choice that is a whole different experience because you went through the growing pains and learned what we didn't want, right? Okay, Queen of Pentacles here in our environmental energy. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. Dang, guys. Looking good here. Let's see who you're coming up as. Part of a team, an expert in your own field at whatever you're doing. This card came out earlier for me today. We do see the protection of this new leap of faith with that frog carrying around the amethyst. We have a bobcat, and there's an elk. I joked about the elk energy, and here we go right after the cut, right up at the top. So this is about this is all my, I hate that Barney song, I apologize, but if y'all were Barney lovers, but this is all about everybody doing their share. You're being a part of a team, or you're managing a team very, very well. The situation is something you're surprised by, Fortune's Wheel. So in this deck, the Seven of Wands encounters Merman as he's going for his regular dive, and the look on his face is, whoa. So think about something that would give you that facial reaction to, like, whoa, I did not expect that. Fortune's wheel is turning in our favor when we stay focused on our own best and highest good, when we are nurturing of ourselves. She is the most mature of all 4 queens, and this is about being a Queen of Wands maturing into a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so we're getting our groove back here. We're learning how to manifest properly, and how to co-create together with the universe. And I think y'all might be surprised at what you're getting here. The opportunity is to focus on this new truth. Very fast energy in the opportunity position here, the 3rd position. And what is happening here is, if we do not stay focused on our truth, okay, if you can see her there, her intense look at that sword, then this big wave of emotion will simply swallow her under and capture her. Okay, so her truth will be swallowed up. She won't hold her boundaries. The Queen of Pentacles ain't bothered, right? She holds the Pinnacle of Pentacles. She holds that Ace of Pentacles. What's happening here in the recent past? Learning how to really examining what we've been calling in so far. The 2 of Wands is the manifest, is the ask, and the 3 of Wands is, here comes what you want. And when we've been getting what we don't want, it's like we finally understand that as co-conspirators with the universe, everybody do your share. Our share is being in the feeling of what it is that we want to achieve. And if we're letting somebody kind of hang on our coattails of our own energy, and we're upholding our boundaries, the traditional meaning of the 7 of Wands, for whatever this situation is for you, that if we don't hang on to that, this wheel of fate can simply turn the opposite direction. And we've been to that prom before. It's a recycled energy, a recycled prom dress. What were you guys doing in 1988? Let me know. Let me know. So yeah, the freshman year picture of that same Holly prom dress, the winter dance. Um, I went to 16 proms, if you can believe that, all through high school, every single prom, because my boyfriend was older. But when I first wore it, it was all gaping in the front. I mean, it looked like 5 sizes too big for me. It was ridiculous with my mosquito bites. And then by junior year, when I wore it again, I was falling out of that thing, and I cannot believe, Mom, if you're watching, I cannot believe you let me wear that. I mean, it was just like hubba hubba, like awful. Like I look back and just like cringing. So maybe you're cringing at the ways in which you were manifesting before because you're going, well, dang, I realize now that I've pulled in every single thing that has come to me because of my own energetic frequency, or because someone was hanging on to my coattails and making me repeat a pattern, or I was repeating the pattern, even if that's all by ourselves. Okay. Let's look at what the center of our reading is. This whole reading, called it Groovy Kind of Love. Hi, Michael. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. You had your daughter in 19. Oh, I just got chills, Monique. You had her in 1988. Oh my gosh. And you lived in Texas and was a banker. So you were definitely working with a lot of people then too. So guys, this is the energy, the heart of the reading. Look at that here in our environmental energy, the heart home, compassion, having compassion for our growing pains, because we didn't, now that we take a closer look with that big magnifying glass here, we understand that we've been co-conspiring our whole lives. We just didn't realize that we've been co-conspiring with the universe. And I think this situation is so shocking because this is an energy of what you want wants you. This is balance coming in. So even if you're just manifesting balance, okay, balance of abundance, balance of wealth, meaning I'm going to take more time for my own personal health. I'm going to make sure that my truth is what's paramount here. And I'm not going to lose focus again, lest I be pulled under by those overwhelming emotions that can certainly pull us away from our truth very, very easily. Let's look in the near future here. Boy, oh boy, this energy came out today too. It's the moon in Scorpio. I got to use my water deck, and I shuffled this thing a bazillion times and sideways. So, in the near future, guys, when this old opportunity presents itself, the fortune's wheel, are we going to stay focused on what our truth is, or are we going to get sucked under again? Okay. So what you want wants you, and we might be surprised by that, but this devil energy is fear. It is repeating patterns, that wheel energy. It is not understanding, not focusing on our truth, and getting pulled under again. So I feel like you have learned now, I do not want to manifest the devil. Who would? We all have a devil. And if we think we don't have a devil, then that's our devil. Everybody has gone through all these cycles of life, and some of us many, many times. It's the human experience, it's the hero's journey. In the major arcana, it's the hero's journey. So, in the near future, you are going to be tempted. So, you heard it here first. Know it's coming, and know what you are going to say ahead of time. Okay. I believe we talked about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was Cerie's advice. Like, if this happens, if this is presented to me, then here's what I decide. If this is what's presented to me, then that's what I'll decide. Decide ahead of time, because I'm telling you now, this is coming back around. Have a plan of action already in motion. You have to be decided on which sort of truth you're going to stay focused on. Because if we don't hold that barrier strong, not a wall, a boundary, if we don't hold that boundary, we can't have equality. that wants to come in. It's like this is knocking at the door. Okay. This heart home knocking at the door. There's definitely butterflies of transformation there in that card. I haven't pulled that energy yet, so I'm curious to find out what that's all about. But no, this temptation's coming back around, guys, or this old fear is coming up for you to face. Okay, decide ahead of time. If this is what presents, then that. But if this is what presents, then my plan is this. And that'll take away the anxiety of waiting around for the what if that makes sense. Okay, let's look at our block here. So interesting that the block is the 10 of Pentacles, which is our roots, our ancestral, our home energy. Who are the people in our neighborhood? And I mentioned earlier when I was pulling a reading that this sun that's sparkling down through the water, if you look at my notes, I believe it was yesterday or Monday, if someone can remind me of my own stuff. It was an octopus with many tentacles, and it was like a connect the dots energy. And I wrote 2 pages. I mean, I couldn't stop writing that day. And this block here is it's definitely connected to the past. It's definitely connected to our roots. And when it's in a blocked position, the 10 of Pentacles is not feeling very abundant or feeling isolated. So being isolated would certainly being a block because we can't ward off the growing pains. The growing pains is going to come. We're going to move from a freshman to a junior in our bodies, in the very least, developmentally and physically, whether we want to or not. Right? If we isolate ourselves, I mean, I could have hid my little hidey hole of my house and never walked out the house again and never cheered again because it was mortifying. Again, walking like the number or the letter L upside down. It was ridiculous. This teeny tiny girl with these triple D's was not fun. Not as an 11th grader. It was not fun, especially when it happens to you seemingly overnight. Okay. So we can't isolate ourselves from the challenges that life is going to present us. Okay. It's just impossible. We're always going to have challenges. And as long as we know our truth ahead of time, it makes it a lot easier for us to maintain our boundaries and not get taken aback by this an energy, especially if we're hiding in the hidey hole. How are we going to have this person that is of equal energy want to talk to us and tell us that? Let's look at position number 8, which is what Spirit wants us to know. 9 of Pentacles, that is the pre-Queen of Pentacles energy. That is the energy and pre-Empress energy. So it goes 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Empress. Empress is all 4 queens, right? And we see here we're moving from a wands position, would be the sophomore of the group. Swords would be the freshman. And then we are moving not just to junior year, we're all the way at senior year here with that Queen of Pentacles energy. So the queens are the cardinal signs. That'd be cardinal earth, which is Capricorn. Okay. What do we have in Capricorn still? Reconciliation of Mercury, communication. It's the reconciliation process itself, not the outcome, okay, that holds the greatest importance. We're going to have the pains no matter what. And if we know and we can know what our decision is already going to be, is it for our best and highest good? Will it get us closer to fortune's wheel tipping in our favor? Or will this situation get us farther away from it? That is a way to simplify the energy. Is this getting me closer to or farther away from that wheel of fortune turning in my favor? Okay. I hope this is making sense, guys. What is our outcome energy? Teaming up. Okay, Five of Wands is normally an energy of one person, like being the ball hogger, not to be confused with the ball hugger, the ball hog, and wants to score all the points on the soccer field. And this is like, you know what, man, stop showboating. So maybe this situation or this devil that presents itself, our outcome energy by sticking to your truth. You are then being a team as we co create with spirit and aligning our energy to our truth and not allowing this showboater or this energy of, false kind of promises of the devil. The devil makes us believe what we know not to be true, is the easiest way to put it there. So let's extend this here a little bit. My wrong upside down. There we go. Sun, King of Cups. The King of Cups is back. Diplomacy. So being in alignment with your truth brings in the happiest card in the deck. The sun again is shining down through the water, just like it is here on the block, except in the block, we've isolated ourselves, right? So by allowing loving energies back in, making these connections of the past and understanding here, Three of Wands, that we have been bringing the energies toward us all along, and our thoughts become things, Knight of Swords. So are we going to focus on the things we don't want, then, or we're going to be afraid that what we don't want's going to come back? Well, then it most certainly will. Whatever you are thinking, if you are in that pattern of stinking thinking, it's probably took me a good year, you guys, of stopping myself in that moment and going, nope. And you can either say, finish off that sentence with yet. Okay. For example, I don't have I don't have enough money for that car. Well, then that would be true, right? That's what you're going to manifest. But if you catch yourself and say, yet, I love saving up money for a prize or for a car or for something reliable that I really want. I love the feeling of safety. I love the feeling of accomplishing a goal. Finish it up with those couple affirmations, and you start to see things turning in your favor. Okay, the energy balancing out. And I feel like what this Two of Cups is here, starting as a little Two of Cups, and we don't run with the devil this time. We don't allow fear. We stick to our personal truth. We align as a team with spirit, because what spirit wants us to know is you're already on this right track. You're still getting your groove back. You're already on track. Okay. Growing pains are just that. They hurt. They physically do. They emotionally do. It just all the way around. It's not the most fun experience to go through these things. Okay. Let's look at the bottom of the deck and see what our environmental energy is giving us here. I mean, Queen of Pentacles is literally the queen of home and hearth. So getting in our head, Eight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Six of Cups. This is definitely something coming back around from the past, guys, maybe even from childhood. Maybe this is an old wound that has kind of stayed in our head or stayed with us. And we've got to, again, stop those thought patterns in their tracks, because that's lower, what you call it, lower octave devil frequency here. This is coming, and probably sooner than you think here. And what I mean by that is this temptation, this something that's going to get you into that place of fear. And you think, oh, I can just grab one more shiny object to fit in here with me. But by her trying to grab one more thing or giving this same energy one last try, she gets herself caught. And she gets herself caught in a cage. Okay. And then that just delays our 10 of Pentacles, delays our outcome energy here. Yep. So, Queen of Pentacles, how do we get out of that? Eight of Swords, by walking away from the broken cups of our heart that no longer serve us. This is let sleeping giants lay, guys. If we try to wake them up one more time, we're missing this King of Cups energy that wants to come in here. Okay. Four of Wands. So this could be someone that you're in your head about from the past that there was a commitment with here. That is a celebration energy. But Four of Wands is all about I'm walking away from something dissatisfying here within this Four of Wands. Yeah. If we choose that again, you heard it here. Okay, same plus same equals same. Let's turn that wheel of fate and do something different this time. I want to find out here, have some compassion with yourself, because look, see those red and pink energies? Okay, so that red, orangey pink, that is definitely root chakra stuff, foundation, home. But what it's crumbling down towards is green of the heart. In order for we've got to break apart some of this old patterning here of our upbringing or things that have happened here in the past, because there's two full moons here in this card. So whatever you're walking away from, you're letting this sleeping giant lie. This time, whoever this Four of Wands was, that is representing to you as you already know what this is. I feel like running with the devil. I feel we're not going to do that again. Was that the 80s, running with the devil? Is that Van Halen? I'm not sure on my years. I was more R&B girl. So let's look at what this heart, home, compassion is and see if we can get just a little bit more. Let me know, guys, if I'm missing anybody else come in. Hey, Ed, thanks for coming in. There's Miss Peg. Thanks, guys. Boy, this is a fun reading. Talking about body parts. We'll just say that. Oh my goodness. You were 16 and married and a mom in 1992. Oh my gosh. And you know what, honey? That is, no matter how we come through that or how much support we have, that's still very traumatic, because developmentally, emotionally, we're not ready for parenthood. I wasn't even ready for boobs. So I don't know how you did it, but kudos to you, Angela. That's amazing. That's amazing. Hey, Shazzy, thanks so much for coming on in and joining our fun group tonight. Really appreciate you being here. Please do make sure I haven't missed anybody. I should have roll call. You guys want to start taking attendance for me? Let's get this 27. We'll get you some advice here and get you out of here. Heart, home. So this is definitely having to clear away the foundations. Okay. When you begin to feel like you do not belong anywhere, the block, isolating ourselves, feeling like we're not connected with the people around us. Wow, you guys, this is really quite beautiful. It's time to make your way back to your heart home. This is your true home. You're being called back to the quiet place where your soul resides. Put everything on hold for a short while. You're being offered the experience of love in its purest form, unconditional and unbounded. That is the Two of Cups, the heart of the reading. Wow. This is not the love you must work hard to earn or barter for. It's not scary. It feels good because it matches your frequency. Okay. Drop into your heart space and rest there for a breath or two. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with compassion. Really, it is that easy when heart home shows up. There's no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. It is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. This is what this is, guys. It's the story, it's our patterns, it's our fear, it's what we tell ourselves. It's running with the devil. Okay? That is fear-based. Absolutely. When the whole time spirit wants you to know how amazing you are. And it always makes me think of a hot tub. Like, do not isolate yourself. And if you need to take a hot minute to kind of some self love here as you're getting your groove back, that's okay. But know that this is pre Empress energy. You're on your path here to your best and highest good. You just got to stick to your truth so that you're not surprised here, because we know those kinds of energies are always going to present themselves. And even if it's just ourself and how we speak to ourselves, okay? Empty yourself of all judgment and preconceptions and allow spirit to fill you with the sweet nectar of peace. When heart home shows up, it is imperative that you heed its call, lest the universe orchestrate a way to bring you back to yourself that is of a harsher nature. That's why these energies are going together here. So you can hear ahead of time. Is this going to recycle? Yes. But this time, can you co-conspire with the universe since you understand how to manifest properly now? That you are protected here in this new leap of faith. Frogs represent the full type energy. Okay. I mean, that's just a gorgeous reading. There's no other way around it. I'm going to get you guys some advice here. If you would like a card for yourself today, what the heck? I got a few more minutes, so let me get advice for everyone here. You already know what's happening, but luck and right timing, guys. This is recycling around, but you've learned this time. Okay, you're not flat chested now. You're full figured. Male or female. Wow. Be fearless and bold. It's a four energy of the emperor, all four kings. And there are sunflowers here, which is the energy of the fire signs and also denotes loyalty. Honey badger ain't bothered. The famous honey badger don't give a you know what. You ain't bothered. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. If you guys could put a heart, I should have said that first. I'm sorry. Put so my old eyes can easily find you. Badger spirit. I'll still go back through. So just to help me out there, be fearless and bold. Be fearless. You've got this, guys. You have enough. You're just recovering here. Be fearless to align with your truth. So when this devil frequency presents itself again, you're not all wrapped up in your head about it. You know it's coming. We're walking away. Let sleeping giants lie. Same plus same equals same, or else we already know what the universe is going to hand back to us. Okay. You've got control of this if you ain't bothered. Only if. Okay. Be fearless and bold. Queen of Wands, getting your groove back. That's how we turn the wheel of fortune in our favor. Look at my face. I think I put that. I'm referring back. What is today? Wednesday. Maybe it was, I can't remember. It was the one where it was 2 pages of notes and it was all about connecting the dots to something. And I feel like that's what this is here with that big looking glass on the 3 of Wands. Be fearless and bold, co-create with spirit. And that's crow spirit. And that was when I threw the charms, because I wasn't feeling well, so I didn't want to leave you guys hanging without advice. And we had the crescent moon waxing, and a star was cradled in it. Okay. And then a star landed in between the 2 words. I'm going to have to get that now. Pardon my reach. I'm going to have to get that and look at that because it's something. It's important. It was yesterday, Tuesday, the 21st. The sparkly star fell in between connection and the word successful. So, yeah, if we let this disaster that we can avoid go, okay, because we've already experienced it. Growing pains it's hard to not repeat the same pattern. It is. It's really tough. I'm not discounting that at all because I know how hard it is. And I mean, I just am freaking out. The whole co-create with spirit was from the get-go, and that's in our environmental energy. Like, yeah, and this is what's happening. It's a 17, hence the star energy. Go back and look at my notes if you didn't get a chance to from yesterday's, from my community post yesterday. That's crazy. And yesterday was a 4-day of the Emperor. Bam. You ain't bothered.